Yeah, I just did. So y'all see it. Turn it up on your phone, make sure you can hear the song. Hello, hello. Y'all turn it up on your phone? It's live. It's live. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? You can hear me? Let me know when the intro's done. Is it over? It's over? Okay. Shalom, shalom, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for another day above ground. We thank you for the breath of life, the chance at eternal life. We thank you for our families. We thank you for our loved ones. We thank you for our places of employment. We thank you for our assembly, Father. And we thank you for protecting us and for keeping us in the blood of your covenant, Father. We ask for you to forgive us of all of our sins and the sins of our ancestors, Father. And we just ask for you to be with us today in a mighty way, Father. In Yahushua's name we pray. Amen. Amen. So, fair use. This is for educational and training purposes. Before I forget, today we're going to get into a little bit about Lilith, right? So today's title is called Lilith and the Age of Aquarius. I know some of y'all probably know a few things about it, but we're just going to talk about something, a few different things, right? So, Jamal, you probably know, so don't say nothing, but who or what is Lilith? Okay. Okay, we all know them. Okay. Okay. So we're going to get into it.
She Googled it, bro.
Yeah, I see. It said, yeah, it said it too. It says Google Lilith. I saw it. I saw it. All right. So, like y'all said, she's allegedly, because we're not gonna get too deep today, the first Lilith. So, I'm just gonna read this slide. It says Lilith, the long-haired she-demon of the night, eluded this anthology for years. She is a force, a power, a quality, a renegade, a free spirit. She hates to be pinned down by the word. So when you hear words like renegade, can you hear me? Can you hear me? When you hear words like renegade, what does that make you think? Rebel. Solo act, right? Doesn't do together and do good in pairs, right? Do their own doggone thing, right? Okay. So, and then it says that she is a free spirit. I just want to ask y'all a question. What is a free spirit? Right. It's a spirit that's not sired to a god or an allure. Right. It's lawlessness. That is the literal definition of the mystery of iniquity. The word iniquity literally means lawlessness. Right? So this is what Lilith is all about. And like y'all said, she's allegedly the first Eve, right? So do y'all think it's a good thing to be a free spirit? No. Okay. Okay. Does with somebody like that, does it sound like she's a virtuous woman? Huh? Right. So again, Lilith is characterized as being a force, a power, a quality, a renegade, a free spirit that does not like to be pinned down by the word, right? Okay. Just like the world. Right. So we're going to go to Isaiah 40. Jeremiah, if you don't mind reading this real quick. We're going to read verses 6 through 8. Should be on.
The voice said, cry. And he said, what shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all the goodliness thereof is as the flower of the field. The grass wherewith
Withereth.
withereth, the flower fadeth, because the spirit of the Most High bloweth upon it. Surely the people is grass.
So we're like grass when it comes to the Most High. We're here very short time and we're gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our Yah shall stand forever.
So the word of the Most High stands forever.
Yeah.
Now, she is a free spirit that hates to be pinned down by the word. And the word comes from a masculine spirit. That's just what it is, right? When the word came down, right? The word was made flesh also. So she cannot stand to have any type of order, right? A masculine figure there to lay down the law of the Most High. Not the law of man, the law of the Most High. 1 Peter 22. Oh, yeah. 1 Peter, I forgot to put the chapter, but verses 22 through 25. How did I do that?
Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren. See that ye love one another with a pure heart, fervently.
So continually, like you want to love your brethren. Like this is what you do, your own people even, right? Keep going.
Being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of Yah, which liveth and abideth forever.
So if she can't stand to be pinned down by the word of the Most High, how can she be changed into an incorruptible seed? How? Sway? That's out of order. It's backwards. It's like looking in a national mirror of America right now. Right? It's the whole spirit that's been pervading this whole nation, even the world at this point in time, right?
Yeah.
Keep going.
For all flesh
This should look
is
familiar.
as grass,
Mm-hmm.
and all the glory of man as the flower of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away. But the word of the Most High endureth forever. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you.
Ooh, the gospel. Gospel means what? Right. The gospel is about salvation, but gospel means good tidings or good news, right? Okay.
Good news.
So do we have to live by the word, or is it okay to be a free spirit?
No, it's supposed to be by the word. Of the
Okay.
Most High.
Okay. I'm just making sure we're paying
Not the
attention.
word of man, the word of the Most High.
Okay, just making sure we're paying attention. Let's keep going.
Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away.
So there's no getting around this thing. The word of the Most High is literally forever. But to Lilith, she can't stand to be pinned down. She can't not stand to submit to a man, right? That's really what it comes down to. This whole age that we're in, that we're transitioning into. I don't even want to say trans.
Anyway,
That's what we're talking about.
Hey, well, now you're talking about every woman.
You're right.
I'm talking about the worldly women. They don't need a man. They're so independent.
Man.
You know, they whatever. Man.
Boy,
Right.
we're gonna go to John 1, verses 1 through 4.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Yah, and the Word was Yah. The same was in the beginning with Yah, and all things were made by Him, and without Him was not anything made that was made. In Him was life, and the life was the light of men.
Which is crazy. So if you can't stand to be pinned down from the word, then you ain't got no light in you.
Yeah.
Because the word created everything. Even like you get into like how everything's been created and how we live now. Words.
Yeah.
And by men. But in this age, like right now, it's almost a bad thing for a man to be a man. Any type of masculinity, it's just so toxic.
They want you to be feminine.
Oh no.
Feminine,
Yeah, but if it's right, you're so
Yeah.
aggressive. Yeah, you know.
No, stop being cis. What's cis?
Sus.
Cis. No, CIS.
I've never.
Cisgender. What's cis?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's on the internet.
Because the word matters, because the man matters, and the tribe matters, right? But again, this spirit of Lilith, she can't stand to be under any type of commandments or law. Period. Straight rebellion. Which rebellion is as the sin of what? Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Okay.
Right? Witchcraft. So still talking about Lilith. Keep going.
It is notable that most of the words about Lilith appear in the Zohar, the Book of Splendor, a Kabbalistic work of the 13th century by men warning other men against her powers. Let's say, I will repeat all the stories and myths and legends told by the men. And at the same time, Lilith would have her way.
So even if these people are warned, these men are warned about, Lilith still overpowers them. Like, and that's the literal spirit on a lot of women. Like, you're gonna do what I tell you.
Seduction.
Huh? It's not just seduction. It's this that overly masculine spirit that's in them that they just allow to run rampant because of what they've been programmed to see. That's the Real Housewives of whatever you want to input, whatever city, whatever you want to put on there. And it's normally our people acting a fool. It ain't necessarily the women of the other nations, it's our women. And then they want to be like us, so then they start acting that way.
But they put the seed out there.
Say that again?
They put the seed
They
out
planted
there.
the seed.
Because they had a movie like back in the 90s,
Mhm.
it was Housewives, but it was the other nation who had that movie out. And I was like, wow. So they planted the seed, and what we do, we want to be like other nations and say, yeah,
Yep.
we're
Took
going
the
to
bait.
Yeah, you know, to hook, line, and sinker.
That show about-
No, Weeds was about marijuana.
I don't know. I just remember it was a bunch of suburban other nation people, and they were just like that.
I don't remember a lot about Weeds, but I just remember that was mainly about marijuana. Selling marijuana, smoking marijuana.
On HBO, wasn't it?
I didn't watch it.
Keep on.
She anointed her body with oil and danced naked in the desert before an open fire.
Yeah, because I mean, that's what, do anything for attention.
Witchcraft.
That's like a lot of these women, right?
That's crazy though, because that's what attracts men.
It is, though. It is.
Plus, I'm
Because-
a stripper, but she had a fire.
Men be wanting something strange. That's why they go to the script club or to the club. You said it's too hot? So, what is the Zohar?
Some ancient book, I guess.
Yep.
I've never heard of it.
Just read the highlighted part. I got it. Zohar is a foundational work of Kabbalistic literature. It is a group of books including commentary on the mystical aspects of the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, and scriptural interpretations as material on mysticism, mythical cosmogony, and mystical psychology. The Zohar contains discussions of the nature of God, the origin and structure of the universe, the nature of souls, redemption, the relationship of ego to darkness and true self, the light of God. So it's a book of mysticism to where they try to give us more knowledge from the Torah, basically. Jewish mysticism. So we're going to keep going. So what is the Kabbalah? Now, Kabbalah is reception or tradition, is an esoteric method, discipline, and school of thought in Jewish mysticism. A traditional Kabbalist is called a Mekubal. The definition of Kabbalah varies according to the tradition and aims of those following it. So that's an issue right there. How does the definition change depending on the tradition and all the different aims? That sounds like a lot of confusion.
Yeah.
Right?
So like Christianity.
Right. From its origins in medieval Judaism to its later adaptations in Western esotericism. So, esotericism. So this didn't happen until it's at the medieval ages. So that's not even back in ancient times. So it's almost like a rethought, and you don't know necessarily what these people's source was for this information or who they were actually worshiping. Jewish Kabbalah is a set of esoteric teachings meant to explain the relationship between the unchanging eternal God, the mysterious Ein Sof, or the infinite, and the mortal, finite universe, God's creation. It forms the foundation of mystical religious interpretations within Judaism. So is the book about Judaism?
Bible?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's not. Because Judaism gets in, because a lot of this stuff came back from Babylon, right? I think we'll stop on that one. But the Kabbalah is some stuff that we really shouldn't be dealing with. Really should not have any dealings with. So I asked y'all again, who was Lilith? Y'all said allegedly she's the first Eve, right? So according to the Talmud of Lilith, Lilith is a notorious night demon. She grows long hair. Lilith, a female demon of the night, has a human likeness, but she also has wings. Also has wings. A demon of the night. Does this sound like something that we should really be like delving into? Because people,
running away from it.
right? But people really want to get into it, and then they start doing so much research. They literally start worshiping the spirit of Lilith.
But my thing is, why could we never heard about her being the first Eve?
But well, it's not. So
It's a secret.
the word is only found that's used for that's found one time in the whole book, right? And we're not gonna get on today. We'll probably get on that next time. But she's a night demon, right? So we're just learning about Lilith and this spirit that's controlling everything. Lilith. Oh, go ahead. Actually, Brandon, read.
Lilith, an irresistible long-haired she-demon of the night, flies through Sumerian, Babylonian, Assyrian, Canaanite, Persian, Hebrew, Arabic, Teutonic mythology. During the 3rd millennium BC in Sumer, she was at first Lilith, a destructive storm or wind spirit among the Semites of Mesopotamia. She was Lilith, who later confabulated with Lael, the Hebrew word for night, became Lilith, a night demon who lays hold of men and women who sleep alone, causing erotic dreams and nocturnal orgasms.
So even though the Zohar and all these books came out in like the 13th century or so, Lilith was still known even back even further, right? So this is kind of where they're pulling this information from, right? And so this says that she lays hold of who? And
people who sleep by themselves.
men and women at night. So that would make her a what? It's a night demon that's messing with you at like
Succubus.
a succubus. Y'all have heard of succubus before, right?
Yes.
Go ahead, Brandon.
A demon assuming female form to have sexual intercourse with men in their sleep.
So, and of course, these definitions they only say men, but she don't she go both ways. Go ahead.
A demon in female form said to have sexual intercourse with men in their sleep, compare incubus, any demon or evil spirit.
Okay, Jeremiah, read this slide for succubus.
Succubus is a demon or supernatural entity in folklore, in female form that appears in dreams to seduce men, usually through sexual activity.
So a succubus is all about sex.
Yeah. Why you sleeping?
Why are you sleeping? Because have you ever talked to somebody and they told you like or a woman, they end up telling you that they had an instance to where they were asleep one night and then they had paralysis, and next thing you know that they ended up getting raped and there was nobody there?
I've seen it on TV.
I've had conversations with women that have literally told me that.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that that's a literal succubus, and they literally have a bond in that because they've been doing certain things and they're just open vessels to that thing. But succubuses are real
Yeah.
entities.
Yeah.
I don't want to put their names out there, but yeah, there's been some women that told me that. Keep going.
According to religious traditions, a succubus needs semen to survive. Repeated sexual activity with a succubus will result in a bond being formed between the succubus and the man.
Or woman.
Yeah. And a succubus will drain or harm the man with whom she is having intercourse. In modern representations, a succubus is often depicted as a beautiful seductress or enchantress, rather than as demonic or frightening. The male counterpart to the succubus is the incubus.
So they transform what they look like.
Yeah.
And it says that they assume a female form.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that they are necessarily females. It's a wicked, confusing spirit that a lot of people don't even realize that they've been dealing with for
It's
years.
like a trans demon.
It's a whole trans situation. It's a whole trans situation. Again, this is for educational and training purposes, fair use. Right, so this is all about Lilith, right? And again, we're going to get to the age of Aquarius. So, more about Lilith. A strangler is became known throughout the world by the appellations Dame Donkey Legs, Vixen Boogie, bloodsucker, woman of harlotry, alien woman, impure female, end of all flesh, end of day, bruja, striga, witch, hag, snatcher, and enchantress.
It's witch in Spanish.
That is Spanish, right?
I know it from Blue
I
Eyes.
know a lot of
I
brujas.
know one person.
What? So what is a bruja?
A witch
It's
is
witch.
That's what Lilith is really about, because rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. You can't get around that. She can't be pinned down by the word. It's immediate witchcraft. These women that cannot submit to no man, no boyfriend, no husband, no nothing, that's literal witchcraft. But in today's day and age, oh, it's okay. It's all about the woman. Happy wife, happy life. The man don't matter. The woman can be a literal she-demon, and it's okay. Oh, it's okay. You just got to pray for it and this and that. Well, I'm not saying that you shouldn't pray for it, but you got to call a spade, and that's a doggone demon that you've been living with. You ain't wrestling with flesh and blood. You've been wrestling with the whole spirit that's behind this whole transitional age that we're going into right now. It's a literal spirit of Lilith. She was also known as serpent, dog, donkey, and owl, screeching night, jar, or strix, and the soul of every living creature that creepeth. She was allegedly Adam's first wife, the female of Leviathan, the wife of Samael, the devil, and King Asmodai, the queen of Sheba, and Zamarago. You remember when we were talking about the queen of Sheba with the Lord of the Rings teaching, and how Solomon went up there because he wanted to have sex with the queen of Sheba, and she had those really hairy legs and all that. A demon can change their form. I'm just saying. But does she sound like a virtuous woman?
Yeah, a freak.
Virtuous?
She sounds like a virtuous woman.
Said yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not a virtuous woman. No.
He wasn't saying. He was just saying that.
Oh, he said what she said. He said what he said.
He was agreeing with you saying that she doesn't say.
Right. Okay. I get you.
You know what I mean.
I knew what you meant.
She's a freak.
Right. She's a freak, nympho. But
No.
huh?
The freak.
No, she's a freak. There we go. Thank you, Master. She had to clarify. Yeah, because you said yes. You meant no. You meant no. We got you. Master got you. So.
Y'all know what I
It
mean.
was a question.
Right. Do you think we should be dealing with anything that's known as the end of all flesh?
No. No.
So when we get on this next time, we're going to really dive into what you should literally be thinking. We're not going to get there today. We're trying to keep this short.
I was taught.
Yeah, Mike.
See, I was taught a long time ago that she was formed from clay like Adam at first, and because she was formed from clay, she had all thoughts.
Yeah.
She wasn't trying to get in.
I'm telling you, yeah, we're not going to touch that today. Like I said, next time we're going to get on that. Huh? End of all flesh, though. That's something to be scared of. Like, I don't want no parts of none of that. You know, the crazy thing about it, some men actually go seeking the women that embody Lilith.
Yep.
No peace of mind. Take all your money, go party, whatever. You stuck at home, and they go and do whatever they're going to do, cussing you out, making you, you can't even be a man. People be searching that out like, man. And this is also a product of when a man is not in the household. Because then men or boys are taught how to be a man. And then if women don't have a father figure, they don't know anything but what their angry mother done taught them. We matter. We are very important. We are the glory of our children. As we keep going, Lilith, her origins are shrouded in the time before time. She arose from the chaos. Although there are many myths of her beginnings, all make clear that she is a counterforce, a balancing factor, an opposite but equal weight to God's goodness and maleness. So I gotta ask y'all a question. Is there anything opposite and equal to the Most High? Let's just keep it a being. To the Most High.
Equal?
It said opposite and it said but equal to the Most High's goodness. Is there anything equal to the Most High? No. So what are these people talking about? Like, I've literally been going through books, reading different things. I'm like, man, y'all really worship this shit. Like, this is the opposite of the Most High. But it is the opposite to the Most High goodness and his maleness. So it's always about attacking the male. Everything in this country, in this world, really is about attacking the male. Not even necessarily the world, but here in America, yes. You can't pull that stuff over in Africa. So there's something about the age of Aquarius, right? The age of Aquarius is really about the rise in dark feminine energy. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. You remember that used to be on the TV? She used to say that all the time. I want one of y'all to read it. See, I don't think I'm making this stuff up, okay?
I mean, I've already seen all that on the internet, talking about the rise of feminine energy. So.
Okay. And it's all about the age of Aquarius. So we're just going to read 2 articles, okay? So, dark feminine energy in the age of Aquarius, Jaden Smith, Kanye West, and Caitlyn. What do these 3 have in common? Now, this article was made back in 2016.
Kardashian? No, not Kardashian.
Yeah?
Was it Kardashian?
Yeah, Kanye West.
We said Jaden Smith.
Yeah, but
Jaden Smith, Kanye West, and Caitlyn Jenner.
They're all Aquarius.
What do all these 3 have in common? We're about to read.
Y'all said it's probably the Kardashians.
No, that's not it. No.
what's the question?
What do all those 3 have in common? Let's keep on.
Alright. The age of Aquarius. All 3 are currently riding the waves of feminine energy.
So now this is Jaden Smith, Kanye West, and Caitlyn or Bruce Jenner. Either
Oh,
one.
yeah, Caitlyn.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All 3 are currently riding the waves of feminine energy that's taking over the universe. Welcome to the age of Aquarius. Albeit they are each doing it for very different reasons. One gets a pass, one is for cash,
Kanye.
and one is a usurper.
Okay.
How did we get here, you might ask? One needs to look no further than astrology, a religious system founded upon the observation of the heavens. Self-proclaimed astrologist Santos Bonacci says, we are definitely in the age of Aquarius.
So they're already claiming that we're already in this age, right? Okay.
And he claims the proof is right in the King James Bible in Luke chapter 22, verses 8 through 10. Verse 8, and he sent Peter and John, saying, go and prepare us the Passover, that we may eat. 9, and they said unto him, where wilt thou that we prepare? 10, and he said unto them, behold, when ye are entered into the city, there shall a man meet you, bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house where he entereth in.
Entered in, right? So they're saying, so another thing you have to understand about the age of Aquarius, its symbol would be what? Water. Just to make it simple, right?
You said why?
Water. Water is the symbol. Just like the Piscean age was the fish, but the age of Aquarius is water, aqua water, right? So keep going.
Bonacci asserts that this metaphor is hiding one of the biggest secrets in religion, that Christ is describing the celestial passing of the solar system from the age of Pisces, Christ being the fisher of men, to the age of Aquarius, whose symbol is water.
So that's what they're saying. He was actually letting them know, hey, we're going into a new age, right? But it wasn't at that point in time, apparently.
Kim and Kanye at the Met Gala 2016. All this is happening backwards, according to Dimension 11.11. The astrological website states, Aquarius is the age of spirituality and enlightenment. Humanitarian efforts and ideas advance technology inventions, expanding scientific research and discoveries, eccentric and rebellious attitudes, and the uncanny and mysterious world of the paranormal.
So it's a heightened spiritual time, right? Be careful with that term spirituality. Because when people just claim to be spiritual, be into everything.
Yeah, you don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and you don't know who they serving.
Yeah.
Right, you don't know who they serving. Now, and then it says that it's about eccentric and rebellious attitudes. That don't sound holy to me. That don't sound like something we should even be messing with, right? But this is what this dark feminine age of Aquarius is really about, or at least what they are trying to usher in, right? It don't sound righteous. Keep going.
Looking at Jaden Smith, the son of Hollywood royalty Will and Jada Pinkett Smith, the 17-year-old teenager was featured in the Louis Vuitton Spring 2016 ad campaign sporting a skirt.
Stop. Hold on. Y'all remember that back in 2016? He did that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one to the right.
Mm-hmm.
The one to the right.
Right. That's what he did. Right. Okay.
That's weirdo stuff, man. Okay. Sporting a skirt along with 3 white female models. The brainchild of Louis Vuitton's artistic director, the New York Times, had this to say: if 2015 was the year unisex became a trend in fashion, then 2016 may be the year the question of gender and dress enters an entirely different dimension, at least judging by the style soothsayer Nicholas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, get it.
Guess here.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
The artistic director of Louis Vuitton, whose ability to sense social change and give it form has made him one of the most successful designers of this generation.
So all the stuff they be doing in the face of the Most High with the armor of Baal, because people are so accepting of all this madness, right? So it says that 2015 was called the year of unisex.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And so when you think about it, it's all what trying to get people to progress to trans.
Yeah.
Everything's a stepping stone, right? And then the very next year was the year of the questioning about gender, right? Programming, entertainment, grooming, facts, right? All of this is about, allegedly, about the age of Aquarius. Allegedly. So we're going to go to 22nd book of Deuteronomy, verse 5. Go ahead.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garments, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So what does that mean?
Do not wear.
I'm talking to Brandon. No. Mm-mm.
Don't do it.
Huh?
Don't do it.
Don't do what?
Don't dress like me. I won't dress like you. You dress like a woman, I'll dress like a man.
You talking about to a woman?
No, that's what he said. That's what he said. But so why is the world okay with that?
Because the world is going to do what they want to do.
Because it's a spirit of eccentric and rebellious attitudes. Lawlessness, age of Aquarius. Lilith is all up in them.
But I mean, it's not. That's not just now. That's not 2024. That's not.
No.
That's 20. That's 1970. That's
Yeah.
It's been.
But it's ramping up, and now it's just like in the public now. Because like you said, it was just, everything was a stepping stone. They had to get us here, get us there, and now there's no telling what the next jump is about to be. It's getting that bad.
I mean, I remember, you would never ever hear of a woman in an infantry unit, but now.
Oh yeah, they in there.
It's like, it's cool, send them on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like the more it's like they're taking the female role and making it like they don't exist. However, I dare a man to start a job with a wage that a woman starts at. I'll wait.
That's a good point. Keep going. Who's reading?
A noted Beverly Hills clinical psychologist who asked to remain anonymous stated, children of the rich and famous oftentimes live in their own protected and well-insulated worlds. They don't have to worry about money, education, or jobs like normal teens, and are encouraged to experiment and be different. Outside of that, experimenting with gender is a normal part of childhood development, the psychologist said.
Now notice this psychologist was so confident in that saying that they remained anonymous.
Yeah, you better.
Look at the confidence in this
You don't
psychologist.
want to get ridiculed.
Bless their little heart.
Did he really say it?
Yeah, true.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Right.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's a good point. Stunning fashion is how Vogue magazine referred to Kanye and Kim at the 2016 Met Gala. Kanye wore a crystal-encrusted denim jacket that some say looked borrowed from Kim's closet. Wow.
That sounds very masculine, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, right.
The highly embellished jacket looked like something you would expect to see on Elton John
Who was Elton John?
that gave musician
Oh, so he okay, so he was on another team, got it.
or the famed Las Vegas performer Liberace. However, pushing the boundaries and blurring the lines between the sexes is nothing new for Kanye.
Why is it nothing new for Kanye?
Because he's in design.
Read the rest of it.
Okay. He understands the power of the feminine energy and isn't afraid to exploit it in order to stay relevant.
So you mean to tell me these articles be coming out 8 years ago and they already are aware of this age of Aquarius, but most people in the quote unquote church or the assembly have no idea what's going on?
Exactly.
No idea about any of this. But that's why these athletes and they'll prostitute themselves out, do it like that picture you sent me the other day.
Yeah, LeBron.
Yeah, with LeBron prostituting his little self out and all that.
Wearing
Women's clothes.
Yeah, that's what they'll do.
Skirt.
To get, bruh, to get ahead, that's what they do. It's literally what they do. And so it said Elton John, and then it said this guy Liberace or Liberace, right? That's him.
Yeah.
That's Liberace.
That's Liberace.
Yeah.
Okay, and look at what Debbie Reynolds said.
As we all knew, Liberace was gay. I have never had a better time than being Liberace's date. The 81-year-old Reynolds continued. We all knew he was homosexual. That was a friend. You know what they love and the people that they love and what they are. Behind the candelabra.
That's good. That's good. That's good. But you see, Debbie Reynolds is saying, yeah, we all knew what he was, right? And they say that's what Kanye West was dressed up as.
Look at it.
You look at it. He got the contacts in. You got you got the holes in the pants and a bedazzled outfit.
There is nothing appealing about that, man.
What's up?
Sis said, look at the comments.
What's the comment?
Somebody talking noise.
No, they probably commented because they were looking.
Oh, James Smith is the head of a women's clothing line.
What?
That's what
Jim.
Rafini. Who was that? Rafini?
Yes.
Rafini just said. I didn't know that.
How about women clothing line?
Yes, he.
You a whole man. What?
No, but he assumes the form of a woman. He could identify as that. You know, he used to be with Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
No,
That's
wait.
his boyfriend.
Anthony said that.
Was that June? June said that.
Well, look, I know two Junes, the girl June and the June June.
Got you. Okay, so June said that. So I didn't even know that. He that's crazy.
That's it.
How?
Our June.
But that because of the year of unisex.
But then it's not crazy. Look at his daddy. Look at his daddy. Look what he been doing all these years.
All these years, turn the sun out.
So defeated.
Yeah.
That dude is so
Huh?
defeated.
Our June, Anthony said, and Kanye let his wife run his household. Kanye himself has his own church.
Yeah. There's a church. Kanye has a church.
Man to woman.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Man or woman, what?
Yeah.
He did what?
He was a Jenner, whatever.
Oh, Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Caitlyn. Yep.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, Bruce, right?
Comedy Hill.
Yeah. So we're going to Caitlyn, right? So y'all do remember that Caitlyn won the Woman of the Year after she transitioned.
Oh yeah, I got kicked off Facebook.
But
Yeah.
you know what's crazy is that she's not gay though. She don't like it.
Yeah, she's still with women.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
he never cut it. He never.
confusion.
He never cut it off.
Yeah, it was all for show because he knows how to take advantage of the feminine energy to get what he wants.
You know one of the things I love?
You love that?
No. Pause.
Okay, all
Say
right,
this on mic.
all right,
One of the things I loved, absolutely loved,
all right.
and I stumbled upon it, was a stupid commercial that came up through a YouTube clip. And he was in there talking in the kitchen. And his daughter walked in and said, sure miss my dad. I
Dang,
said,
that is
I posted it
funny.
on Facebook jail.
Yeah, you already know that. Yeah.
Yes. You want to read?
Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
Dark feminine energy. Oh, Brucey. Bruce Jenner, who was the poster child for white men and American dominance, for decades rode the crest of the
Piscean.
Piscean era, the era of male dominance until it fizzled completely out. Accustomed to being a fierce competitor, the winner, and the center of attraction, he was not going to take a back seat and be overshadowed by the Kardashians. And Bruce Jenner took the ultimate step to secure his position in the new age of Aquarius.
So he did that off of clout because he didn't want to get outshined by the Kardashians?
What?
The rise of dark feminine energy. They'll do whatever it takes.
Was it like the Kardashians' dad, his friend?
Yeah, and you know, he died very mysteriously. So, yeah. Uh-huh.
Keep going.
Yeah, go ahead.
He literally said goodbye to being a man.
Speak up a little bit.
He literally said goodbye to being a man and transitioned into being a woman. Caitlyn Jenner, presto, new endorsements, new television show, new house, car, and on and on. Once again, he's back in the spotlight, but this time as a woman, where she feels most comfortable. And this, my friend, is a true competitor, one who is willing to do anything to win, even if it means usurping the feminine energy that is permeating the age of Aquarius.
So again, this whole age of Aquarius is about the rise of dark feminine energy. You know what the name, he chose Caitlyn. Very strategic. You know what that word means? Pure.
So pure dark energy.
Pure dark energy, or he's a pure woman. Virtuously pure. Yeah, but he strategically chose that name. It means pure. You can't make this crap up. So he was literally like, if I can't beat him, I'm going to join him. Literally.
Be the best.
Yeah. I'm the woman of the year. What you going to listen to Kanye? Can't tell me nothing now, Kanye. Yeah. Welcome to the family. Anyway, the age of Aquarius, right? This is another article about the age of Aquarius. This one was from 2018. Because again, they've known this, but we haven't been paying attention. So, what does it say? The title.
The age of Aquarius and the rise of female power.
So when you see all this madness on TV with these women and these house shows and this and that, it's been planned. They know that the alleged spiritual connotations behind everything, and people just take it hook, line, and sinker. No thought process. They just want to be entertained. This is what I see on this idiot bike, so this has got to be the norm, even if it's not righteous. That's what they want us to do. That's what we do. Puppets.
We stand in powerful and continuously changing times, finding our feet on shifting sands after the explosion of the Pound Me Too movement, a movement that left many of us irrelevant of gender, looking back and questioning what experiences within the imbalance we watched unfold before this hashtag created a new foundation for us to all build on.
And this is what I was trying to warn people about. That Me Too movement, even though there were certain things that was good about it, it was like a launching pad for this age of Aquarius, this rise in dark feminine energy. They don't put anything in front of us for no reason. Everything is calculated, very thought out. They have group tanks and think tanks. They're thinking decades ahead of us, right? Keep going.
As this fallout creates ripples across the huge and varied expanse of womankind, it allows us to determine a new rule book that we can begin to put to work from the many different places and platforms we may stand upon.
Now, again, the Most High's word, it endures forever. The spirit of Lilith, they can't stand to be pinned down to the word. Okay, keep going.
While 2018 can rightly wear the Year of the Woman t-shirt with pride, it cannot claim ownership for sparking the fires of the multitude of burning issues women face and have faced across time. The work put in across the centuries by brave women and men has created great change. However, in our current time, there's a feeling that we are watching the opening of deep-rooted black holes, ones that we have no option but to take notice of.
Now, are we supposed to be messing with black holes in any sense of anything? In any sense of anything? It's your phone. Make sure that volume's down on your phone. Oh, is it? Okay. All right. Yeah, okay.
It's too close to the box. That's what that
But no, you ain't supposed to mess with no black holes at all.
At all, at all.
At all.
Somebody keep going.
Okay. However, these cuts, they are not only openings to the bigger issues we face in society, but they are also opportunities for us to go a further inside of ourselves. They invite us to look at where and in what ways we may have been dimmed in our own lives, and where we now wish to shine our light and exist brighter.
So when it says the we, who is she talking about?
People.
Women.
Okay, well, women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right now, we see tennis star Serena Williams raising her voice in her fight against what she felt to be a biased and harsh ruling from the male umpire in her recent match with Naomi Osaka.
Right. Oh, yeah. I remember. Oh, yeah, yeah. She clapped back at him. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal. All right. Yeah.
Disagreement or.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
The underlying issue with the ruling was in its injustice against her as a woman, that men have not received such harsh terms or similar expressions. She stood powerfully, questioning his decision and using her voice to make sure the issue was heard, not just on the court, but across the world.
And if memory serves correct, she was actually like, if you replayed everything, she was actually in the wrong for that situation. But everybody was so glad that she clapped back at the umpire, like, but she was wrong though.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had another issue like this with basketball though.
Which one?
I don't know what team it was, but one of the basketball players on the women's team, they reacted harshly, and then they made a big stink about it and had
Yeah.
it in the news. And they were like, "Well, what makes the difference? The NBA they can do it, but now I'm a woman, I can't do this."
That's literally what it is. So what you're talking about is either Angel Reese or it was the other chick. What was her? Yeah. What's her name that she can really shoot? She lost in the championship again.
Caitlin Clark.
What's her name again?
Caitlin Clark.
I can't make it up. I can't make that up.
Caitlin Clark.
Keep going, man. You can't make that up. I was waiting. I was like, y'all know what her name is, right?
We can also watch the latest in debates about the female form and what it is and isn't acceptable, as Tess Holliday, body positive activist, causes a
Furor.
furor for having the gall to stand tall within the skin she is in. Not only that, but the gall to have a photograph taken and then be placed upon the front of Cosmopolitan, a magazine that reaches thousands of young women across the world every month.
So what they're talking about is this photo right here. That's her. They're talking about this photo right here. Her. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I need one. Yeah. So they were just talking about her.
That's the girl.
Mm-hmm. So as we continue, this is about feminism. We're going to get deeper into feminism and all that next time. Young King. Yes. Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you.
Whether you agree with how Serena or Tess stand, you can't deny that both these women are owning their presence and honoring their expression powerfully. They are misbehaving and shaking their surround as they find their own point of steadiness.
Is misbehaving a good thing?
No, negative.
Like I understand at a certain point you got to stand up for yourself if it's like wrong, but it's like women be doing like the most, and then just because of this feminism spirit, other women are going to jump on the bandwagon even if it's completely wrong. No logical thinking behind anything.
They want equal rights.
Man. Huh.
To have this power and energy in the moments that matter to us as individuals is a stance many of us have craved. But who says these personal revolutions are just meant for those on center stage?
So it's just not for TV.
No, it's for the little people too.
No. Read this next one.
We are experiencing a time of great change and an uprising of feminine power.
So what does uprising mean?
To rise up, to riot, to try to make change.
An act or instance of rising up, like you said, especially a usually localized act of violence in defiance, usually of an established government. Is that not how the spirit is on a lot of the women in the dating world right now?
Yeah.
Just the spirit of rebellion. You know, we fighting this, isn't it? What do I look like fighting you? What are we doing? What are we really doing? Age of Aquarius, man. Keep going.
We have spent the last 26,000 years in the age of Pisces, a time of patriarchal power led by masculine rules, logical thinking, structures, and boundaries.
So wait.
Logical thinking.
So we're not supposed to have logical thinking. All this stuff is bad, right? All of this stuff is against the. Oh man, the natural order that the Most High set up. Whether you like, if you believe in the book, you know it's about a patriarchy,
Yeah.
and you're in a curse if you're not operating in that,
Yeah.
right? But you see, this is like, oh yeah, we don't need your logical thinking.
Yes.
We don't need that. None of your masculine rules. The
Exactly.
word cannot pin me down.
Yeah.
No, it's all about Lilith. No, ain't no way. Ain't no way you gonna set up boundaries. Ain't no way. Ain't no man gonna have no boundaries on me.
Yeah.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Literal.
But now, as we move into the age of Aquarius, we find ourselves stepping back into the
Into the what?
matriarch.
So this is all about the woman usurping the power over the man.
Yeah.
Whether people want to admit to it or not. That's the spirit behind feminism. That's the spirit behind this age. What they're trying to push.
Yeah.
Literally. Now we're going back to the matriarchy. The order that the Most High did not set up.
And matriarch, and this is why we see the world crumbling in the way that it is. These systems are crashing, and the rules are changing as this movement takes place, and the divine feminine power rises.
So wait a minute. So going back to the matriarchy is literally destroying the world. You just read it. But as long as the divine feminine power through the age of Aquarius rises.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. What you got to say?
Never mind, the mic don't work.
Like, I was reading this. I'm like, man, you can't make this crap up.
But this is not something new. It was planned.
Facts.
The Jim Crow laws was made it to where they wanted to take the structure out of
Had to take it out.
household to basically do exactly what they're doing. So it was already planned years ago.
Long time
And
ago.
it promised that this system will work, and that's what you see today.
This is literally about the matriarchy. Go ahead.
Piggyback off what Master said. Beth said. It makes a lot of sense as to why they would feel that I'm gonna. Alright, to piggyback off what Beth said, it makes a lot of sense as to why a lot of young women feel the way they feel. Now, why men feel that they can dress like women, that's a whole nother monster in and of itself. Don't know, don't care, I ain't gonna, I'll never console that talk to it. When it goes back to generational happenstances, you said Jim Crow, right? When they pulled the men out of the homes and kept doing so, women raised women and women raised men, did the best they could with the men, and the men done the best they could learning from women and learning from women. And these men raised by women
Uh-huh.
kept
A woman can't raise no man. I don't care what nobody says. You can't tell me.
So, I'm doing the best I can. However, I say all that to say this. These women have been raised by women
Yep.
who were singularly raised by women who only saw their women doing the most. They didn't see when a man came home from dinner or came home from work because he came home, ate, went to bed, got up before they did went to work. They didn't see him until the weekend. And they seen him maybe work on the car, maybe speak a little bit, maybe they seen him in church. He had a powerful man, but that was it. That's why they feel I can do better. Not saying that there's an excuse or a reason behind it, but I am saying that is the only reason that I can see that it would happen. But as Sis said, it was planned.
Yeah, it's programming.
Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, that too, but it's different programming.
The system makes you feel like you have power because they give you all this stuff.
Oh, Bam said we start interacting with the comments since we all live.
Okay. That's nice. Okay. So where were we at?
The women acting the way they do.
Oh yeah, so the women acting the way they do, this is all about a matriarchy. And Ravini, she says something. It's because of the eclipse and with them messing with CERN, the veil it's not thin anymore. It's basically gone. That's basically what it is. It's not. It's just not there. So with this, you gotta have. That's why it's so important to have the whole armor of the Most High. You got to, because like discernment, because that's what that helmet of salvation is really about. If you don't got no helmet of salvation, you're gonna fall for anything. Proverbs 21, verses 9 and verse 19.
It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
Well, so what does that mean to you? Oh, my bad. What does that mean?
Arguments.
Huh?
Fights.
It's better to be in a housetop.
Yeah.
Now, read verse 19.
It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. Yeah. So we doesn't go fights and arguments and all that.
Bro, but we raising a nation full of all these hellions. Go ahead.
I heard this because like years ago, I kid you not, I said this to my dad. And it was like, look, the Bible says you can sit on the Twitter rather than deal with that. But, question.
What's up?
Could this be like making a choice to dwell in the house with an angry woman like this? Is that not a sin?
You should have better discernment than that. Yeah, but once you get into that covenant.
Like, hey, it's better for you to do this than to sit here like this.
Yeah, because the only way you can leave them if you're married is say fornication and adultery.
Man, I've been in a situation like that, being married to a crazy woman like that. Trust me, I would rather be in a room by myself and lock the door than be around her. There's nothing but arguing and throwing stuff.
Like, how bad was it?
Oh, it was horrible. Yeah.
Why are you so surprised?
I didn't want to go home.
So what?
I didn't want to go home.
Ever.
I was sitting in the parking, I was sitting in the driveway.
Walking to my friend's house. All night.
Every day.
Every day, yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, I didn't want to go home. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Dudes be on like eggshells, like you said, don't want to go home, stressing themselves out.
And it would drive me to drink. It drove me to drink every day.
Drink at least, or other drugs. Or other drugs, right?
Yeah, it's horrible. Okay?
But this is what happens when you're dealing with a woman, to where the word can't pin them down. No boundaries.
She's so strong mentally.
Oh, I'm a strong, independent woman. So what? Who cares? Okay.
And they say ain't no virgin like you do.
And her parents are pastors. Also.
Oh wow, I forgot that. I forgot about that. Yeah.
All the pastors, they believe.
So I just have one disclaimer. Mashiach is not coming back to set up no matriarchy. I'm telling you right now, he is not coming back to be subservient to the women. He's not. When he comes back, he talks about how our governors will be of ourselves. We've already read from Isaiah that it's a curse when we're in a matriarchy, according to the people of the book. Now, other cultures, I'm not going to touch that. But for our culture, that is a literal curse. And that upsets the natural order and the balance of things. But the world, again, it's about the woman. Man, I can't wait till next time. Yeah, I can't wait till next time. All right. Keep going.
The divine feminine is the essence of every woman. It's about the connection to our goddess self, to the divine inside. I have seen this power and expression change over the years. In my whole career, I worked with a team of great women, all with drop-top cars and Armani suits, and all incredibly powerful. That was my vision of what power was back then. But this isn't about women leading in business, in positions of power outwardly. It's about the inward work.
So you got to be very careful, like I said before, about spirituality, this divine feminine stuff, because they'll trick you by kind of sort of telling you the truth. Because, I mean, it says in the scripture, is it not written in your law, I have said you are gods. So there's some truth to that. But you're supposed to be meditating on the word of the Most High. If you can't be pinned down to the word, then what source are you really pulling from? You see what I'm saying? So it's a half truth. So you just gotta, again, you have to have discernment. You gotta port that hook. Go ahead.
The practice of Kundalini Yoga helps us to find ourselves inside ourselves. It allows us to truly celebrate the essence of who we are and how we can make the world a better place by vibrating that essence. Throughout Kundalini Yoga, women can expect to meet themselves and to have a greater awareness of that self. It is an opportunity to delve inside and find what it feels like to be them. For me, this is the perfect time for women to step into their power.
In this age of deception, you better know who your doggone source is. So what? I know we kind of talked about Kundalini before. Who remembers what Kundalini is about? Anybody? Does it have anything to do with the Most High?
No, it's some Indian stuff.
Indian stuff. Kundalini energy. Go ahead. You have to come up. Bruh. My bad.
In Hinduism, Kundalini.
Wait a minute, hold on. In what?
Hinduism.
Not the book? Not the Holy Scriptures? Not the Sefer? Hinduism. So they're recommending for this age of Aquarius to get into Kundalini. Right? Okay. Hinduism.
Sanskrit Romanized Kundalini with coiled snake pronunciation. It is a form of divine feminine energy or Shakti, believed to be located at the base of the spine and the Muladhara. It is an important concept of Shaiva Tantra. Shaiva?
Yep.
Alright. Where it is believed to be a force or power associated with the divine, feminine, or the formless aspect of the goddess. This energy in the body, when cultivated and awakened through tantric practice, is believed to lead to spiritual liberation. Kundalini is associated with Parvati, or Adi Parashakti, the supreme being in Shaktism.
So that's a different God too. So wait a minute. So it has nothing to do with the Most High. So why are they recommending it for women to really enlighten themselves with this great spirituality? You know, that they need to be doing this stuff. That's why you got to be careful. There's nothing wrong with doing stretches. But when you get into yoga, you're going to read it. Keep going. You'll read. Keep going.
And with the goddesses Bhairavi and Kubjika.
Yeah.
Alright. The term, along with with practices associated with it, was adopted into Hatha Yoga in the 9th century. It has since then been adopted into other forms of Hinduism as well as modern spirituality and New Age thought.
So they deliberately put it into yoga. That's what you just read. And now it's also into modern spirituality and New Age thought. Stuff that has to do with other gods. That's why you got to be careful with people that say, I'm spiritual. I'm into spirituality. Yeah, well, you got a list of different pantheons of gods that they're probably serving. Some of them probably have no idea. Right? Keep going.
Kundalini awakenings are said to occur by a variety of methods. Many systems of yoga focus on awakening Kundalini through meditation, prana, is that a V or a Y? Pranayama breathing, the practice of asana and chanting of mantras. Kundalini yoga is influenced by Shaktism and Tantra schools of Hinduism. It derives its name from its focus upon the awakening of Kundalini energy through regular practice of mantra, tantra, yantra, asanas, or meditation. When Kundalini is awakened spontaneously or without guidance, it can lead to Kundalini syndrome, which sometimes presents as psychosis.
What is psychosis?
Crazy.
Lose your mind, you can't sleep, or you fall into a vegetative state, or you lose track of what is reality or when you're sleeping. So this Kundalini energy, doing these practices, coupled with yoga, can lead to psychosis. Does that sound like something we should be messing with?
That's what happens when you start doing them mantras and all that weird stuff.
Yes.
Chants.
Literally. And this is what I'm saying. Like they trick you with telling you half truths because there's nothing wrong with meditating, but it's supposed to be on the word of the Most High.
Yes.
It ain't supposed to be on all this other stuff. Just being free. Oh, I'll just let whatever just come to me. Yes, 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 yes. Just come. Yeah, I'm a free spirit. Yes, just come. Come now. Yeah, exactly. Can't even. All right, no, ain't none of that. None of that. Exodus 20, because we read different gods, right?
Yes.
We're gonna read the first 6 verses. Go ahead.
And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Most High thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee the graven image or any likenesses of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
Don't sound like the Most High be playing about that. So when it talks about not, you should not have no other gods, that means you should not be doing the practices of the other gods either. If they mix all this stuff into yoga and all this other stuff, you should not be doing it. Again, there's nothing wrong with doing stretches. There's nothing wrong with meditating. But again, it better be on the word and in prayer to the Most High. It better not just, again, be to, I just want you to just come to me. Just whoever. Because some people, they just be looking like, all right, whoever comes to me first, I'm going to worship you.
Right. And that's,
People just be looking
you know, right.
in the wrong places, right? So now, back to the article.
While it's incredible to watch these powerful women in the media unleashing their divine feminine energy and tearing up the ground, what does this really all mean to the normal women? How about those with kids and a drifting partnership or a boss that makes them want to throw up in a panic every morning? We can do this by honoring our feelings, having boundaries, making time for self-care, personal space, meditation, yoga, and things that make us feel good and connected.
Right? It's no biggie. We're just going to do all this stuff. Just make sure you do that yoga. Kundalini energy. Yeah, it's all about the divine feminine, right?
So yoga is wrong?
Because of what they've mixed into it. So, right.
No,
You just read it. You just read it.
I'm not saying yoga. Like, I'm not saying the Kundalini. I'm saying like the stretching. Like,
So,
That's cool.
so again, there's nothing wrong with stretches, but if you're going to yoga, so if you're going to these yoga places and they're doing the stuff that was implemented in the 9th century, like we just read, you're doing this to another god. That's why you don't want to mess with that.
Nah.
No, because look, it just said that they added in. It said the term
That's what I was talking about.
along with
Add
practice.
in.
So look, the term along with practices associated with it was adopted into the Hatha Yoga in the 9th century. So they started doing these extra stuff to other gods back as late as the 9th century. So that's why I'm saying don't mess with it. There's nothing wrong with doing this. Like you gotta, although like you said, the mantras, the tantras, and all that, leave that mess alone.
Now, if I do any stretches, it's just stretches. Ain't nothing going on but me listening to whatever music I
When
listen
you
to.
can stretch and pray to God.
Hey,
That part.
Exactly.
Hey,
Like,
that-
cover your grounds. Like, and even in our prayers, we have to be careful. Like, we have to call on His name.
Mhm.
Specify.
Specificity.
Right.
Need some clarification.
Yoga, make sure, you know, just meditate and pray on the side. That is one
Yeah, for real. I don't want nothing. I wouldn't expect no. Hey, huh? No, I don't need none of that false armor. No, thank you. Go ahead, cause we're going to close this one early. Go ahead.
We're done with that.
Hmm?
And
We did?
yeah. Come on.
Next slide.
I encourage women to live within their flow, to find their steadiness and live with conscious intention. That's when we'll begin to see women rising up. When the divine feminine power and grace come together and create something magical. As I begin to question what my goddess has to say and how she can be unleashed to the world, I'm reminded of a quote by Laurel Thatcher Ulrich. Well-behaved women seldom make history.
So, rebellious women are the only ones that make history. This is the mindset of this dark feminine energy, this alleged age of Aquarius, right?
And I realized what Whatever we have to say, we're gonna say it bloody loud.
Because you can't tell them nothing. Of course they are. So I have like 100 more slides. We're going to stop there today. So that was part one about Lilith. Did that make sense? We good? Okay. So, dear Lord Father, we thank you for your word, which is doing forever. We just ask for you to protect us and keep us from all hurt, harm, or danger as we go home. And we thank you for this fellowship, for this time that we get to spend together and spending your word, Father. And just thank you for life and for life more abundantly, Father. For all these things we do ask and pray in the name of your beloved Son, Yahushua HaMashiach. Amen. So, we are Yehuda. This is YAH'S Assembly, so please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like and share our content, and as always, until next time, Shalom, family.
Whoa.